My name is Chef Ski, James Woroneski, and this is Cooking with Ski.
Hello, foodie friends. We're going to be making Irish Colcannon mashed potatoes today, the ultimate side to Thanksgiving. We're going to start the Colcannon potatoes with steaming of the potatoes. We do not do boiled potatoes, we steam the potatoes. There's a reason why we do this, is when you steam in their skins, you're going to maintain a better taste of the potato, texture, and as you're going to get ready to see in a minute, is that I'm going to go ahead and makes it a lot easier to go ahead and peel the potatoes with. So as you can see right now is I am using a spoon to go ahead and scrape the skin off of the potato. Now this is going to go ahead and make for a very creamy mashed potato. I just want to go ahead and give you a little chef's tip at this point. You're going to find out that when you're doing this, you want to do your potatoes when they're still warm. In this case, I didn't use any gloves. So you might want to go ahead and wear some gloves or have a towel so that you can hold these onto because they're going to be warm. Don't do as I did because they were getting a little bit hot there for me. Just do as I say. Go ahead and wear some gloves. Have a little rag there that you go ahead and hold these because they are going to be very warm, but they are going to be really good. And I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these. I just went ahead and did these three to show you how it works. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them off camera, and then I'll be back in a bit. When you're talking Colcannon Irish mashed potatoes, the potatoes definitely are the star of the show. But Colcannon Irish mashed potatoes have two other things they usually with them. As you can see now is I roasted a 1 pound pork ham, and we went ahead and did that the day before. You can always do this the day before. I went ahead and roasted it until it was about 195 degrees. And what we're going to be doing is going to be chopping it up and then adding it into the potatoes later on. So you can either use pork as you're seeing here, and I roasted this, a little salt and pepper, garlic, put it in my oven for about an hour and a half until it came up to about 195 degrees internal temperature. I then wrapped it, put it in the refrigerator overnight, and now I'm going to go ahead and prepare it and get it chopped up, diced up, and we're going to go ahead and use this in our mashed potato mixture. Now with Colcannon Irish potatoes, not only are we doing a ham or a bacon, in this case ham, but you also have cabbage. I'll be getting to the cabbage in a few minutes. And this roast ham came out so juicy. See how just juicy and tender that came out? This is really going to be good. While we're doing all that, we got all that taken care of. Let's go ahead and work on the cabbage. Go ahead and chop up a head of cabbage. We're going to put it into a pot of boiling unsalted water. We're going to go ahead and boil it down until it gets softened. Once it gets soft, we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of butter into the pot of water. Do for about 2 minutes. We're going to go ahead and pull the cabbage, let it drain, and we're going to use the cabbage for the potatoes. Now it's time to go ahead and get a little workout going. Go ahead and get your little potato smasher. You want to go ahead and use this, and I'm going for in this on the Colcannon. I'm going for a smashed rustic, so I'm not looking to get a really fine pureed potato out of this. If I was, I'd go ahead and pull out my ricer, and I would actually do that for my pierogies. So when I do my potato pierogies, I'll go ahead and rice them, so it'll make them very fine, very creamy. But this, I'm going for the rustic look and feel for this on my new table. At the same time, we're going to be adding in our butter. So I'm going to be eventually adding in a stick of butter, or 4 ounces. If you think that's a lot of butter, think again. Go ahead and just wind up the Irish potatoes and butter go hand in hand. And this is for your Thanksgiving table. Don't skip on it. And keep working that in until we go ahead and get ready to do the next part of this. There is one thing I did forget to mention on the butter. You want to use unsalted butter. I did forget to mention that. So yes, you will go ahead and do unsalted butter, and we'll go ahead and adjust the flavorings at the end. So right now, let's just go ahead and use unsalted butter as we go ahead and put that in. Now we got that part done. Separately, I took 1.25 cups of cream. I again steeped it with 3 pieces of garlic into it. So you want to use hot milk or hot cream. Add a little bit at a time, and we're going ahead and start mixing this up. Now that hot cream, hot milk, we'll also go ahead and start melting this butter. So we're going ahead and start working into making our rustic smashed potatoes part of this. And as you need to, just add a little bit more of your cream butter until you get the right consistency that you're looking for on your smashed potatoes. As you gradually go ahead and work your smashed potatoes, that 1.25 cups of cream milk, I wound up using pretty much all of it. Eventually, as we just add a little bit in at a time, keep working, keep smashing, keep stirring, and what you now is you're creating a very creamy smashed potato. Once we're done with this, is going to go ahead and add in our cabbage. Now this is the cabbage that we had done earlier, that we had steeped in boiled in water, add some tablespoons of butter, and went ahead and drained it. Now there's going to be a little cabbage. Anytime you deal with cabbage, and this is why we didn't go with as much milk or cream, is cabbage, even though you drained it, it's going to have a lot of liquid still left in it. So it's going to add a little bit more liquid to your smashed potatoes. So we're going to go ahead and add that cabbage into it. Go ahead and keep mixing it up. And then once we have that cabbage moved into it, then we're going to go add the other ingredient that we've been working with, and that's going to be that bacon and that ham. Okay, now we're adding in the bacon, and then, the ham that we had roasted up before. Go ahead and add that in. Keep mixing it up, and once we get this all mixed in together, you may need to have a little bit more of that milk cream mixture that you have on the side. You might wind up having to go ahead and adjust the liquid part of it, and then you'll go ahead and adjust the seasonings at this time. A little bit of salt. Potatoes do need salt, and just a little bit of pepper, and this is going to be the best ultimate side Colcannon Irish mashed potatoes. It's my go-to potatoes for Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, silly me, I almost forgot. And this will do all the ingredients and the directions are going to be in my website for this. Yes, you do want to go ahead and add in green onions. I forgot to mention that. And this is all part of the mise en place that you do at the beginning. So anytime that you know you're going to cook, whether it's potatoes or whatever it is, you want to go ahead and do your mise en place beginning. The ultimate Thanksgiving side, Colcannon Irish mashed potatoes. I had a little bit mixed over, so I went ahead and used it with some smoked sausage and some cabbage. But this is going to be the perfect ultimate side for Thanksgiving. If you like this recipe, go ahead and try it. Click the subscribe button and ring the bell and keep track of all my episodes. And thank you for watching.